Reed bolts up in bed, throwing his covers off. He looks alert, his hand slowly reaching for his pillow. After some rummaging, he comes up wielding a pocket knife. He grips it tight, a concerned expression on his face. Stealthily, Reed gets out of bed and moves to the bedroom door, which is slightly ajar. Something outside catches his eye, and he backs up, his eyes scanning the area. Taking a deep breath, Reed braces himself, then kicks the door open, his knife raised. He stops in bewilderment to see that what he saw was now gone. Taking another breath, Reed takes a few steps forward. Suddenly, he's grabbed from behind. Reed whirls around, managing to get free. Unfortunately, his knife catching on the doorframe stops his attempt to fight back. He then realizes that he has come face to face with a hulking figure. It's massive, with thin, sinewy arms stretching down to clawed hands that almost scrape the floor. Its skin is stretched tight and sickly, covered in patches of dark, oozing grime that catch what little light filters in from the bedroom. A faint, putrid smell fills the air, and a low, rattling sound escapes from somewhere deep within its chest. Where its face should be, there's only a dark, hollow void, 2 pinpricks of red light glowing faintly in the shadows. Reed goes to wrench his knife free from the doorframe, but the creature lunges forward. Reed dashes away, his breath coming in short gasps. He produces an inhaler as he runs, quickly using it, then tosses it behind him in hopes to distract the monster. Reed throws the front door open, still running. The monster is gaining on him, and fast. He rounds a corner, coming to a shed. He throws himself at the door, then slams the door shut, panting. He finds a rickety old table and shoves it under the door, blocking it. Taking in gulps of air, he searches the shed frantically, then comes up with a pistol. He searches again, throwing aside random odds and ends, then finds a magazine. He loads it into the pistol, then with expert skill, cocks it. He leans against one of the walls, aiming at the door. Suddenly, the door begins to shake as the monster pounds and scratches at it. Reed's finger hovers over the trigger, his hands shaking as he tries to keep it level. Suddenly, the door buckles, and the table falls over. The monster deftly leaps over the wreckage, then comes straight for Reed. He opens fire, peppering the creature with bullet after bullet. He is stunned that although it surprises the monster, it seems to have no noticeable effect. As he goes to reload the weapon, the monster pins him against the wall, the weapon skittering out of his reach. He struggles, his hands scrabbling for anything to hold on to as he is slowly brought to the ground. Just before he falls, Reed lunges for the monster's legs, then pulls. It stumbles, and at the last second, Reed leans to the side, and the monster slams into the wall and slides to the floor. Quickly recovering from Reed's effort, he claws at Reed, opening a large gash in his arm. He grits his teeth as he uses his other hand. Putting all his willpower into it, he bends its claws back, causing it to shriek. It manages to give Reed a massive kick, sending him sprawling. Reed lifts his head, trying to sit up, but the monster is on top of him in an instant, its massive hands wrapped around Reed's neck. It squeezes with all its might. Reed shudders and writhes under the creature's merciless hold, his breathing becoming labored. He grows weaker and weaker by the second, then goes limp.